Part of why they should obey God through me is in their brain function, their way of thinking, their generational state, how they've been generationally made. They aren't smart enough to know you should put God before family. They would say things like, why should we join you and be fumed? It's a very, very stupid question if you think about it with a clear mind. They lack moral, mental, spiritual, and romantic clarity. Are you better off getting married to some worm who's conformed to the New World Order, delighting in evil, working hard for the devil, cleaning his house or whatever, or sleeping around as a prostitute? Are you better off doing it their way than being with the top martial artists ever and triumphing over evil and letting the joy of walking with God fulfill your life? Beauty is fleeting. It goes away. However attractive you are, it's going to go away. Okay? However good you look is going to be reduced anyway over time. And you can look like some Hollywood star, getting plastic surgery looking weird. So what? And who are you trying to impress? A bunch of worms with no virtue, no love in their heart? Retarded. If they were 5-year-old children instead of adult males, quote unquote, would you still choose them over righteousness so you can look good for them? It's fucking retarded. Beyond stupid. So obviously, first and foremost, they should obey God because God is God and that's the right thing to do. But they're not smart enough to understand that. How stupid is that? Secondly, what is the quality of life? Walking as a righteous person and triumphing and trampling on evil versus being an evil tramp. Right? Tramp L. To be an L, mentally ill tramp. Hell and L. The will of God versus the will of the L. Their God is the D-O-G, a dog. It thinks with its belly and feel good. Right? Falsehood and feel good are connected. What feels good in that worldly way? It's stupid. So the more fulfilling life, is my second point, is actually being fumed and persecuted, standing with me. Thirdly is my daughter argument. And I can go on and on about reasons. We'll leave it with these three. If I had a daughter, and I was somebody else who was a righteous person, and she didn't obey this guy, I would beat her to death with a fucking brick. Since you like masonry in the world so much, slut, take that. Not only would I disown her and disapprove, I'd beat her to death. So their parents aren't smart enough to raise them correctly and in a very serious manner, so they take God seriously in reality, not in the theater, psychology, chemistry game. Okay? And they aren't smart enough to understand that. But if I was someone else, and this is proven in my videos before I realized that I was Christ and not just the only royalty in the world doing the right thing, but when I realized I was Christ. Right? Obi means king, heart, hut, not expensive castle. Temple, etc., center, essence, the martial art king of kings, the true king of kings, the romantic, mental, moral, and spiritual clarity, spiritual power, etc. Moral might. Not some rich, fancy, privileged brat. Okay? Before I realized that, I said, if Jesus was to come to earth and you try to do to him what you've done to me, you would have to do it over my dead body. I die standing with him. On record. And you can tell by how I said in the video that I did not believe I was Jesus at the time. It was not a hoax. We can call that point number 4. Okay? The video proof. I've proven not only that point number 3 is sound in this video alone, you can tell by how I said it, the type of person that I am, and my works and my fruits and my deeds and my actions, my aims and my goals, my motives. But I've proven in the past, before I knew I was Christ, what must be done. What is the right thing to do is to put God first. Read Matthew 10 times. Read Proverbs 16 10 times until you get it through your head. You're not supposed to rely on yourself. You might think your own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. You might think your own ways are right, but God planned your steps. Put your family not before God, but God before the family. Okay. The sword is a symbol of duty. I came to bring a sword. Your duty should be to the King of Kings, me, and God. God through me. In 1 Samuel, okay, it says, it's not you they have rejected, it is God they rejected. That's what God said to Samuel. He says, not you they have rejected as king, but me. It is not me that you're rejecting alone, but God. And these people are acting like weirdos, fuming me, changing my voice, changing my image, trying to make me have gay mannerisms. If you were to see this in the mirror and in person, you would know there's not a speck of homosexuality in me. But they go out of their way to confuse that. They change my pictures, put red on the lips. They act like complete bitches. They did not even learn why not to mock and persecute Jesus from the Bible. How could they possibly know anything about God? They don't even know to obey me enough to obey me. What do they know? They are know-nothings. They are foolish. They are stupid. They are mere mockers. They are scum.